Yeah, man. Obviously, them man there's in the building. Hashtag DMD podcast. Myself, Smokes.
Come on, good evening. Big Rome's in the place. You don't know.
Come on, and we got some special guests in the dance. Obviously, you lot already know Terror Danger's been in the dance before. Back again. The man them. And we got a special guest from the ends.
Yeah,
from
ASB up in the building.
ASB up in the building. We saying Abs it's up in there. We saying you good.
I'm here, cuz, man. You know what I mean? Enjoying the weather. A little bit of sunshine early before the summer.
Do you know what? The weather's been great.
Can't complain. Makes me want to drink Henny every night.
I just had some earlier.
I just had a Maggie, you know. The Maggie made man feel good, you know.
I just had water still. Even on the water thing.
I had a Henny and Coke, right?
Come on.
Yeah,
obviously,
man.
hashtag DMD podcast, dmdlive.co.uk for all the dilemmas, all the topics, anything you want like that. All the social medias, DMD podcast. All of the where you can find us on the podcast, DMD podcast. That's everywhere. Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, flipping TuneIn. We're everywhere.
Oh, you man are getting in.
Yeah, we're worldwide. You get me? You're done.
Everything.
Come on.
Note.
So we're gonna get involved now. Yeah.
R.I.P. Baby Sham.
R.I.P. Baby Sham.
Which one?
It's a real no. Man said that's a real
Two Tough Crew.
Two
Old school
Tough
grime.
East
Oh,
London.
I've never heard of it.
It's old
Two
school.
Top Crew. He was one of the original.
They were like just after Page You Go in it.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
Okay.
like Deja Vu. This be on midnight.
Yeah.
Midnight to 2.
Yeah, God bless and rest
Yeah,
in peace.
God bless him,
Condolences
man.
to his family, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
He was one of the good spirits. Like when no one believed in, man.
Yeah.
He backed me.
He was the one that
Yeah,
believed in,
So
man.
like, big up the way, man. His family.
Yeah, that's sad, man. You know what? A lot of people's been like, I don't know if
Sad,
a lot of
man.
people are dropping or is man getting to that age where a lot of man are dropping.
It's that.
We're getting to that age, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, everyone's grown.
Everyone's growing up, and not that everyone's gonna be dying at this kind of age, like between the 30s and 40s, but
Yeah, it's weird bad things
You s-
happen
you
naturally
s-
sometimes.
yeah, you
And then
start
other
seeing
things,
that.
You know.
There's people that's gonna live long, but then there's people that's gonna be passing along your way, and it's like, rah. It makes you think about life. Like,
Yeah.
man, really gotta live life and take life seriously. You get me?
But
Shout
make the
out
most,
illness, yeah. That illness
They
just
put the
walked in the
firework
building, you
You know
know.
it was, yeah? True, you was late that time I come.
You knew
I
you
knew
couldn't come with
the
your
apology. And the
But
big
I
man
could've
thing
come
as well,
empty-handed.
yeah? Big man thing as well.
Oh,
Like,
I'm
I
dumb.
went for the bigger bottle, but this was all they had in the
That's
shop, so
dangerous
sorry.
anyway,
Don't lie, you ain't for the. I
No,
know they got the
stop
bigger
lying,
bottle.
man.
Don't
Trying
try
to
act
say
like
pennies
you.
right now, you know, trying to go to the
Big
bigger
man,
bottle,
big
you know.
man. I wouldn't even
Bro,
say that. I would
them
have just
buckles
left
don't
it
run
go.
out.
Bruv, do you know how much barbecue I got on today?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Bro,
You're
bro,
right.
bro,
You're
do
right.
that,
And
do that.
You're lucky it's hot, you know.
That's even why I'm late, bruv. I've just come from the maddest barbecue. If you even know how my belly's set.
I'm not gonna lie, I just come from a little one as well, but I come from Hackney. What's your excuse? Because I know he's round
I
the
was in
corner.
Fulham still. I was in one of them booze
Man was round the corner, you know.
environments.
What's a bourgeois, man?
You should have done.
Yeah, he was. That's what I should have told you because when illness hit me
no
up.
mixer, no juice, and no cups. No.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah,
I carried that back on my
Do
yard.
you know what it is? I have got cups and I got, but it's in the car because I didn't bring the bottle.
Pain.
So I can run up, but
Go run and get that.
No, okay, cool. That don't make sense.
My sincerest apologies for being late. You don't know. Thanks for having me again, guys.
yeah, it's only. You know what? We ain't even started.
What did I walk in on? Sorry. What did I walk
We
in
were
on?
just saying, rest in
Listen,
peace. baby.
R.I.P. I can't like that. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I come back from a dance like 5 a.m. this morning. And that's the last thing I saw before I went to bed. That shit met. I was
Sad
like,
news, bro.
can't believe that. You get me? So R.I.P. to him still.
Definitely.
Last time I saw him was at the Chippy.
He was hosting man set,
Yeah,
fam.
he was there.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I was
He was
there.
hosting man set.
He's hosting your
I
set.
saw him,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I saw him. I said, "Bro, what are you not saying?" I was like, "Fam, it's good to see you, man. Busting joke."
Yeah,
Like,
good
we were
vibes.
busting bare joke that night, like just lit, and that's it. Like that was him though. To be fair, like shout out to him. Like anytime I've seen
How
him,
did he pass?
like that's what I'm hearing. I don't know if that's been confirmed.
It's scary,
I
bro.
know
That's sad,
dropping from that.
You know what it
Yeah,
is,
that's
fam?
what
It's
he's
the
saying, isn't it?
food,
It's like-
bro.
It's the food, I reckon.
It's a lot of things.
100% it's the
Yeah.
food.
It has
Do
to
you know
be.
what it is? Do you know what it is? Yeah.
Combination of a bit of. Well, I'm not gonna say it is.
Yeah, like I mean, we can assume in it. We don't necessarily know
true.
what
I
it
know.
is. But I'm saying this, like being next to this guy. Yeah, this is my brother. For those that don't know, this is my brother. Yeah,
this man
he'll
guy
tell
is
you
a-
bare things that will make you go to bed thinking, rah, like,
Fam.
you know, like you know, innit?
Fam,
But
sometimes
like-
you could be on the phone to Terror for 2 hours, you know, and it will make
yeah.
you think
Like,
before that
I
last
don't
bit of
want ones like
combo.
that, but it's one of them situations where like we can sound like conspiracy theorists, innit? But there's definitely things going on in our diet today.
100%.
Whether we're being
I'll tell you
told
that
about
for
it or
free.
not, there's definitely things that wasn't going on to our elders, innit? And we're seeing it because we're losing friends way earlier than we're supposed to. And I don't
Do
necessarily
we want to
know-
get in this kind of... I
We're
can
here,
get in the
we're here,
conspiracy
we're
theory
here.
talk,
I've
you
walked in,
know.
I've walked
But
in, we're
we
here.
still got to get into Abs's music.
Nah,
and we
nah,
get...
nah, that's calm, innit?
I said, nah.
I said, nah,
I said, nah.
No,
no,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
all like- it's a
But when you're
combo
ready, it's
still.
no rush.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Ain't
go
no
on.
rush.
But
Ain't
it's
an
like-
interview, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Sorry.
I'm trying to rock the
drink,
bottle,
the
you
drink,
know.
the drink
Bro.
wants to enjoy.
There's even a lot of documentaries
Yeah,
on
from-
that though, the way
Nah,
it's farmed and grown and
yes,
stuff like that.
bro,
You get me?
yeah.
So it's not even a conspiracy, really, bro.
Well,
It's
I
out
say
there
like this,
to-
yeah.
you
I
know
say
what I
like
mean?
this, yeah.
Education, fam.
I say like this, like I went to Greece for 2 months, and you see me, yeah, like everyone to their own, everyone likes certain things. I
Yeah.
can't stand tomatoes, innit?
Yeah, I don't like tomatoes. But
Yeah, like I can eat pizza. No, I can eat pizza.
I got a
that's
phobia
different,
against
innit?
tomatoes.
You got
I got
phobia.
I don't know if it's a phobia, but you know what it is. Let me give you the...
Man, the big
Man
tomatoes
brings a
coming to
tomato
him.
in here, he's gonna run out.
Yeah, no, you know what it is. Let me give you the backstory.
Your backstory. Let me
Let me give you the backstory. So basically, yeah, I got a brethren that used to love, like, he used to love vegetables and fruits and stuff like that.
Why
But
he
he would
just
just...
used to? He grew out of it, or
No, I don't know because I know him, but I don't know if he still does that.
I
But
still-
we're young. We're young these times. So he grabs the tomato from his yard, from the fridge, boom, 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 and just backs the tomato, eats it whole.
See,
Boom.
my sister used to do that sad
Yeah,
thing. That's
so
sad.
fam, so I was like,
Yeah,
raw,
that's
you
mad,
know what?
bro.
I'm thinking, yo, tomatoes are fruit. Boom, let me go downstairs to my yard and do the same thing. I bit into the
Just you
thing.
follow fashion, go on. Right, don't follow crowd, but go on.
Man, follow crowd. So I bit into the thing. I'm like, this is disgusting.
Head
So
up.
obviously I've tried to, you know, but you know my mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mum was like, yo, you better finish
Yeah,
that
you can't throw that
tomato.
away, bro.
Right.
I was under the
Bro, you
water.
know that
I was rinsing the water underneath the thing and drinking the water and eating tomato
Just
at
to
the
get
same
through it.
time, just to try and get the flavor. Bro,
Yeah.
it was the worst experience of my life. You see, after that,
sounds
man, don't
mad,
touch
you know.
tomatoes again.
Nah,
you know.
nah. See me, yeah. See me like that. That's disgusting, yeah. As a parent, I'll say good. You should know for next
That's your
time.
lesson, innit?
But big bad thing, that's disgusting. But my thing is this. Obviously, man can eat pizza, man can eat lasagna and all them
Yeah,
things
yeah.
with tomatoes in it. But is he actually holding a tomato and eating a tomato on its own?
It's not the
Not
one.
the one.
It's foul. But you see, when I was in Greece, yeah, and I'm watching all these people backing, I don't want to look like an idiot, innit, picking out the tomato out my thing, like everyone's.
yeah,
so I thought,
yeah.
let me,
It's just eating.
bruv,
It's a different
I've been
fresh
into
thing.
this thing, and it's a different produce.
Yeah,
I'm saying, rah,
yeah.
I've never tasted a thing like this back home. Do you get what I'm
Grown
saying?
right round the corner. They
Grown.
control the whole process.
That's
But
the
this is
thing.
what I'm
Yeah, we don't
saying.
control the process in
So
London.
it's like, it's a mad thing, like something, anyway, I'm going to stop with the
Do you know what it is?
Something's
It's real,
going
bro.
on.
No, it's real
Something's
talk.
going
No,
on.
it's real
It's a good
talk.
point,
And I
bro.
saw
Stand
something
up.
on Twitter yesterday saying that now in London is like there's less than 50% of white people in London. So they are the minority
Yeah,
now
yeah, it makes sense.
in London. So majority of their stuff they don't even bring in themselves anyway. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
don't
of
own their
course.
cars, they don't own the TVs, sofas for food. Like nothing is really English here.
Yeah, there's not
and now
much
even
eating
London's
grown
not
here,
English.
bro. There's
Like,
certain things.
Why are
in
you sending
England,
for
bro.
like?
No, because they seemed like they had a problem on there. They was like, raw. Like if you're in a country, you should never be the minority in the major city of your country.
I think New York's like that too, though, man. Like certain places.
Major cities are your
To be
pretty
fair,
much.
though, to
Well,
be
I don't
fair-
know. America never was. There's no such thing as Americans.
To
though,
be
is there?
fair though, London,
Yeah, that's
true,
another- yeah, that's
true.
another
London,
point
yeah,
still.
and this
Yeah,
might
you're
be
right.
an egotistical thing to say, but I believe it. London's slightly the center of the world in regards to how cosmopolitan it is.
100%.
So
Very
it's
mixed,
like
yeah,
we'll just take that. We'll own that
Everyone
one.
looks at
Yeah,
us
it's
for
actually
things.
like open as well. Like for instance, I got a lot of American family, and there's a lot of segregation there. So here we don't really have that.
Yes.
You could be from a council estate, but when you walk 2 minutes onto the high road, it's a nice high road, bro. With
Bro.
bare people, different
This is the
types of-
conversation
This
we had
is the
last time I
same
was
thing we
here.
was having, yeah.
That's
Because
why, like, when you're from West, you ain't really got an excuse to.
you know what
be
it is?
from.
I live in Islington, so where I live in Islington, there's
Okay,
block
yeah,
here,
yeah, that's similar still.
and then across the road we got the
All
rich
the
yards.
trendy bars,
And not even that. Even when the other day I noticed, I took the kids out. I took my daughter out to play on her bike. I took my son out to play football and that.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing that I am amongst nothing but rich people.
Yeah,
It was mad
yeah,
as well
yeah,
because
yeah.
I took my daughter had a play date with one of her school friends as well. So we've gone to the yard and whatever. And it was like, yeah, come in, you know,
It's a
like,
big piece of mansion, right?
big man. No, it was
mad,
bit
bro.
free
You know what I was
floors.
thinking? That's how you know
Like
where we've
every
reached as-
they got
as
they got
adults
they got
still.
free utes. Every single ute has an iPad. Every like there's a Mac over there. Like
The
when they
pattern-
said, "You come
the
see the
pattern,
garden," and you know what? They had a communal area which was mad nice. Like as in, you go into the garden, they have their garden bit, and then they have a whole grass bit at the back, but it's only for
Yeah.
the people that live. So let's say it's a square bit. Or everyone that owns a yard there can only go in the back there. Like the public can't get in there unless you go through a man's yard.
Like, yeah.
So they got their own community. But
That's
big
sick,
man, I looked at it, I said, rah, cool. Alright, my daughter's gonna have
You
bare
gotta
rich
hide your
friends.
estates and all that, like,
You know like that?
throw away.
Yeah, like
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. So, but when I was sitting in the park, I was just realizing there's a lot of Chinese people around my area as well. They just come to the park in Balenciagas like it's normal.
Oh, they
like
bro,
Louis.
they're up and embarrassed
Chinese
by
is different.
Chinese youths inside the lube shop and that, bro. Man, I ain't gonna lie.
They're just normal.
They man show up, bro. Young as well.
No, they
man.
show-
Man's in there thinking I'm flossing, buying 2 pair of lubes with my cash.
Yeah.
Lit. And then a little Chinese brother comes in with a card, 8 pairs next to me. Like, what the?
No, that's
fuck,
what they
bro?
do. You know what it is?
Like, yo, it's
years.
humbling, fam.
No, it is because they got endless money. That might just
they're like
get
for
sent.
generations
Water
of
money, we
wealth.
call it.
It's
The
from
Russians
years.
got oil money. The Chinese people them got water money. That thing
years.
can't run
It
out.
can't run
Their
out.
money
Tap
doubled
it,
in worth.
And you know what? They were saying a few
They
years
went
ago.
casually,
I don't know
bro.
what it's like now, but they were saying a few years ago that 52% of properties owned within London is
Yeah.
owned by Chinese.
It could be true, bro. Could
No,
be.
I think it was true, but
Yeah.
they were leaving London because of everything that's going on now with
Yeah,
Brexit.
yeah,
And I don't know what the
yeah.
numbers is now.
Could be different now.
Yeah, they were leaving because they was
I'm
like,
pretty
boy, they
sure
don't want
whether
to.
they're
They don't
in
want to be
there.
part.
That's mad still.
I bet you they still own it though.
Oh, they
Yeah,
still
it's
own
rented
it.
out
And
from
this
one
is the
time.
problem that the councils are having is basically the Chinese come and own it
And then
and
go
they
about
leave
their
it.
business.
Yeah, they don't. There's
They
no
can't
one
even
living
get
in
to
there.
them.
It's just there. So when they just use it to come over, if they're here for 2 weeks, they might just use that yard
There's
for 2
certain rules
weeks.
to the renting out situations, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
you have to apply for a different type of mortgage.
And that's what they live in
Legitimately.
Jamaica.
Is that,
You get
well,
me?
the Chinese are taking over Jamaica now as well.
Go Jamaica, you see more Chinese than we.
Oh, wait, hold on. You need to go on YouTube because Chinese actually got a city in there in China
Yeah.
that is not used. It's an empty city.
Because then no one's there.
No, it's a ghost town. Bro,
Hey,
go in
I
there
live
in
there.
Chinese ghost
Man have
town.
gone somewhere else. basically.
Man do a raving there and send the man them like another like outlook.
But it's mad, bro. It's mad the way the world
that's
lives, you know.
serious,
There's certain parts of the world you just think like, run, these lot come and clean up over here.
Yeah.
But they leave their own country
Well,
deserted.
there's 2 things that I can say about unused places. So basically, there's like some Russian. I think it's actually one Russian man, that owns a part of Chelsea right next to where the Grenfell situation happened.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He's got all these houses on one street,
Yeah.
No one's living. But obviously, all the
He just owns
people
it.
that got evicted, had to find new
Homes,
accommodation,
yeah.
ended up living in Manchester in this place and that
Yeah.
place.
That's
And
mad.
my man's just got a street there, and
He
he's
could have
just,
put everyone in it.
He could have put
don't
everyone in it.
care, bro. Like it's mad.
Yeah.
And then there was that situation where there's a lot of the people, the refugees and that from Syria and that. I know I'm going mad, but I'll
Nah,
my
bro,
point
come on,
quickly.
bro. It's the DMD.
Like there's a place in Saudi Arabia, It was like, imagine what the Fire Festival was supposed to be like with all them luxury bougie. Like there's 3,000 or 4,000 of them, but the refugees
like
are
that.
like going round them, coming all the way through Europe to come find our place when that place is just there. Uninhibited. Do you get what I'm saying? It's
Money's
mad,
a
bro.
crazy thing, you know, bro.
But you know
Very
what? I
powerful
think
thing.
the perception of the UK makes everyone want to come here. But you see, the problem is, you see, when you come here, you get trapped, bro. Like there's money to be made. Don't get it twisted in London.
Everyone though.
Bro, the system, as in the tax. Bro, you see, once you come here and you start making money, and then you got to pay for rent, and you got to pay for food, and you got to pay tax. Bro, by the end of it, you ain't even really got no money. You get money, but your
then
money
it
just
goes.
goes in the system,
You
and
know
they
what it
know
is, bro?
this.
I'm a big believer in like I know it sounds corny, but the world's your oyster for real, bro. Like,
That is.
If you want to educate yourself and research yourself, there's certain stuff out there to educate yourself on.
Yeah,
Even talking
yeah.
about the food concept, you gotta take it upon yourself to educate yourself.
Educate
Because
yourself.
I grew up in the ends where it's like man was eating fried chicken wings every night, fam, with fries and them thing.
And they're like £1
And man's
in
get-
it.
yeah, but it's not even just that. It's almost like man like the food because my taste palette is
It's used to that.
tailored to it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
used to
yeah,
it.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
when you go to a high-end fancy restaurant and they come with the little one piece of salmon and the little the little one green thing over it,
Bro.
you think that's dead, fam, man. But that's like a higher quality.
nah,
of
but
it.
that
It is dead though.
I was about to say,
Yeah,
first
it
day.
is dead.
Yeah.
Bro,
Bro, I went to Shard one time. I went to Shard one time, and the 3 course. Bro, the starter was like a slice of ham, but it was a chicken thing. I thought, you see the second part. You see the main meal, bro.
Was like the starter.
Bro,
That was a
bro,
pre-starter.
it was like this is how big the chicken was. It was so bad that man had to go McDonald's after that was downstairs on the Shard. But you know what? They're smart though. They've closed down the McDonald's now, innit? So you see, you come out the shop, you can't go nowhere to eat.
Because I got when I'd Murder Mook come over here.
Oh, is it?
In what is my brethren in it? He was coming
Oh,
in.
that's
He
it.
was
Swear
with
down.
Come on, you're certified like
I
that.
got Marks
Right.
to do the pen game challenge.
Okay,
for Marks and all that.
yeah,
That was-
yeah.
that was
Shout
mad,
out
like,
Marks,
we
'cause
had him
Marks
in
is
here,
hard.
bro. We had him in here recording and that, so it's like man had him over here, and I was taking him to like fucking
The
yard
nicest
food
place.
places,
Yeah.
taking him for roti and that, taking him
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
there,
yeah.
and he was just like, bro, it's dead here, fam. He was going off. He's from Harlem anyway. They just rude, fam.
So they got
But he was
rate
just
the
like,
yard
the
food.
food's dead, it's whack. Take him Nando's, it's whack, it's whack.
He didn't rate the yard food.
He didn't rate any really
Nah, he's
any of the
cancelled
food.
then, he's
Nah,
cancelled.
but because over there
it's
their
different.
food is like bigger, like they can't. There's no chicken
more
wing. That's
steroids
like
in
real
their
though.
food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
way
saying?
more
There's
steroid.
no chicken wing in the world, cause that big fam.
Big
Up here,
man.
chicken wings like this blood.
Yeah.
So it's
true.
like it's the taste palette thing again. They're coming
Yes, it
here, and the food that
But-
our junk food's not
but
even
no,
junk
but
The
food.
leg that you get in
See
a
what I'm
chicken
saying?
shop is probably like their wing, fam.
Fam,
Yeah,
bro,
you see it there,
bruv,
so-
you could just
Horse
like for people to understand. You see when you go McDonald's,
Ostrich,
fam,
fam.
like they're all large, like they're small.
Yeah, it's true.
Big man thing.
No,
Do you remember when
And the
McDonald's
sauce as
used
well
to
is
do
just
super
dripping.
size?
No, it's in
It
America
used
though.
to.
Yeah, America,
But it's
innit?
in America though. You can go. I remember when I was about 12, 13. You have $2. You can get 2 cheeseburgers, 2 fries,
Cheap.
for $2.
So that's like 120 or something.
Is it? I only went to America a couple years ago.
You can get all the refills you want. Where have you been to McDonald's that have refills?
Do you know
They're
what?
starting to copy that now.
Hey,
you know,
listen, the first ever place that I went to that had refills was Jamaica. When I first ever went to Jamaica when I was a youth, I was like, what, refills?
To this day,
bruv.
that's the best
Listen, I
KFC.
don't know
I've
Best
ever
KFC.
been.
Yeah,
I was about to say, I don't think we had this
Ever,
conversation
ever,
last
ever.
time,
Deep
but
fried
KFC
chicken.
worldwide
Rice
needs
and peas.
KFC worldwide needs to close down. Worldwide,
Yeah,
KFC
worldwide,
to
except
cancel.
Jamaica.
And then the Jamaican
Start
KFC,
again.
the Jamaican KFC will send their chef all over the world. You get me? Feed bare people and yeah.
Fam.
Jamaican
Hey, you know what?
The
Shout out,
coleslaw in there is actual real coleslaw.
do you know what? Shout out Joe from Fanatics, because he was out in Jamaica recently, and then he walked into KFC. Big man, the line was outside the door.
Different fam.
I said,
the
rah.
morning.
The seasoning's mad.
It's
Yeah,
the
see,
seasoning.
that's- that's
And
where-
you know
that's
that,
where it really counts.
and you know they probably chopped the chicken right at the back, like just chopped the head off, skinned it, watered it, and live right there.
Chicken, yeah?
Like that chicken that you ate just died
That's
2
mad.
hours ago. Literally, fam.
Yo, fam, man.
Fresh, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
But even just to touch on the point quickly before we pass on it, it's like for me, I feel like education and research fam is out there, but we've got so like we're consumers as humans,
Yeah.
but we choose what we consume.
Exactly.
Like certain man, they watch junk shit on YouTube all day, then they go watch like Power, like we're saying, and then
Yeah.
they'll go link a gal, beat, go bed. That's their day on
that's their
repeat
day,
or whatever.
it's true.
But it's like there's times that you have to kind of educate yourself on certain things, and then that's when you would like. I went through some health problems,
Yeah.
and when I went through some health situations, like when I was younger, I had a couple seizures, fam.
Oh, is it?
Like I was mad big on sport though. I could swim good, play football, basketball,
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
And one day I wake up in hospital, bro, and I had a seizure during
Serious?
my sleep due to dehydration.
Oh,
Because man I had a one Sprite
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the whole summer day after doing like free sport things.
Do you know what that happened? That happened to my brethren's uncle as well.
Yeah.
But what it is like you can drink. You see, with us here, when we're growing up, we drink a lot of fizzy all the time and
sugar,
whatever,
man.
whatever.
No,
Spare
not
sugar,
enough water, fam.
not enough water.
You know what I mean?
So basically, when you're not drinking the water, you get very dehydrated, innit?
Trust me, bro.
And like, it's a
But
problem.
you go through like if you go through something like that, you'll start considering what you're putting in your body more naturally because you don't want to go through that again.
Exactly.
And you want to correct what's
Do you
going
know-
wrong.
Do you know what happened to me?
You know what I'm
yeah?
saying?
The first time I made a smoothie, I thought to myself, rah, this tastes good.
Feel good, innit?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
then I
feel
thought, so
good.
hold on. But this is actually liquid. You get what I'm saying? So what's
Yeah.
in all these other liquids that was when it kind of hit home for
Yeah,
me.
like
Like,
your body's loving what it's
you get
feeling,
what I'm saying?
that feeling, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
Your body
thinking, yeah,
shows
these
you
people
that
are
I
not,
like
they're
this.
not
cuz-
going through. They're not
because
putting
you
all of this-
naturally squash the fruit
get what I'm
whereas
saying?
they're giving you
Yeah,
concentrated
they-
shit,
yeah,
innit?
exactly that,
And
bro.
just dashing it
You
and
see it there.
artificial colours and all of that.
Even
in
the
certain
fruit we
things.
get here is not even organic.
Yeah, because it has to come from
You know what I'm
like
saying?
on a boat or.
Yes, I can't-
plane or
yeah,
whatever,
but
you know what I mean?
like the
Weather's
fruit that
not
you're
building up
getting-
the fruit properly. So
The
when
fruit
it's
that
time
you're getting
for
is
it
all
to-
2 weeks.
That's it's imported, isn't it? It's like there's certain things you can't grow avocado in London, bro. Do you know what I'm
This
saying?
is the
Like, you can
problem.
Avocado in London, fam.
avocado on the end. So
You know what I'm saying?
It's an avocado tree just sitting there, you know?
It is.
Someone was telling me, like talking about produce, someone was telling me that because obviously we have to import everything,
Yeah.
that a lot of the food that we're taking from Tesco's, this place,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
place, has been frozen for over a year.
Oh yeah,
Because
no, 100%.
That's
all
mad.
we've consumed.
That's
Ah.
true, bro.
Even down to
Yeah,
the
you know.
expiry dates, fam. Like, I'm thinking,
Yeah,
bro, how's it
yeah,
just
yeah,
good
yeah.
for this long?
bro,
No, it's true, fam.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's like, yeah, best before 2032. I'm like,
and these times it's in a can. Like, big man, why is this food in a can?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what? I'm a man. I don't really trust too much things as well. Like, I get in trouble by the missus all the time at home. Like, you see bread. Today's the 20th. If the bread says that it finishes on the 20th, I need to eat it before the 18th. Like, it can't go to that day.
yeah.
That don't make sense to me, fam.
Ain't even going there for you.
Yeah, it's not going there for me. Like, I'll just finish it in
Nah,
the
there's
first
been
2
times
days.
you get me ate it before, after the 20th, like, can't.
See, with
Nah,
bread,
that's
though,
mad.
yeah.
I can't do that. I
See,
can't do
with
that.
bread,
Like, I see the
I'm
date
rash.
and I'm finished.
I'm ratchet with bread. Like, if as long as we can't see nothing moldy on there. Do you guys say, I don't
Exactly.
care, you lot can say
That's
we
how
like.
I am.
That's why
You see my
that's why
daughter-
your belly was running
You see my
last
little
week.
one though. You see my little one when she's in town. She's like, Dad, yeah, that's guy. And it's in the bin when she's telling me like she's dashed it already. She's not on all that. So it's like,
Do you know what it
Yeah,
is?
dates
It's,
and that.
it's
Yeah,
mad.
yeah.
Obviously, Good Friday. Shout out, you know, happy Easter to everyone. We ain't
Innit?
shout out.
Yeah,
Boom,
yeah,
boom,
yeah.
boom, boom. So
You had
I've
your
got
fish yesterday, yeah?
yeah, but
let's have that combo.
let me
let's do it, bro.
Can we
explain.
have that,
Cool, we're
please?
gonna have that combo. So so Thursday I've gone to get the fish. Yeah, boom, gone Mark Tottenham High Road, West Green Road. Boom, got my thing, fish. Boom, boom, boom. Go home. Anyway, man, I'm watching. I think Thursday, what Arsenal game was on. I'm watching the Arsenal game. Boom, we're winning. I kind of fell asleep second half because I know we got this game. So I was like, cool. Fell asleep on the sofa. You get me? Boom, I wake up because the missus is seasoning the fish now. She wakes up like I'm waking up like someone run up in the yard or something. Like, what's going on? Anyway, she's like, come and look at this in the sink, whatever. So there's like, basically there was like a dead animal creature kind of thing. Like, man could show you. I'm gonna
On the fish?
What? Yeah.
no,
This was
like,
going
basically
straight.
it must
then it went
have
left.
come. I'm gonna show you.
He told me.
Well, like a
Boom.
parasite.
So this is what it was.
Yeah, it's a parasite, fam.
Cool. A
Yeah,
parasite.
let me see
I
that.
didn't know
Let
what
me
it was. Hey, take it.
I've
Oh,
seen-
you know what?
I've
I'm gonna
seen
post
that
it
on,
on. I'm gonna post it on. Can I post it on YouTube?
That was inside the fish, yeah?
It was inside the fish. So
they-
basically,
that's
I
living off the fish, basically.
I asked
Yeah,
asked
parasite.
them for the people in the fish
That was
mongers.
looking wedge, fam.
Fam, it's
Wedge,
wedge,
fam.
bro.
That
I'm
one's
gonna
chest day,
post
bro.
it on YouTube, but I said to them, yo,
let us know where you got that from. Yeah. Wow.
yes,
Yeah,
mad.
yeah, yeah.
What do you get it from?
That's
Bait
mad.
up the
Wait,
bait that
the
up,
fish
bro.
No,
monger
West
that you
Green Road.
bought
So
that
I
from.
told them to clean up the thing, innit? I told them to clean up the thing. They
Go to West Green Road.
yeah, they didn't clean it properly or whatever. So
Was it
boom,
like an actual market or something? Or?
it's a real market because
Yeah,
man
yeah,
like to get my meat and that from market, and I don't really go Sainsbury's and
That's
Tesco's
mad, you know,
like that.
fam.
You get me? So I've gone there,
crazy,
and
bro.
then like she's obviously she's not known where it's come out, what fish it come out of. Do you get what I'm saying? So she's kind of seasoned the fish, and then she's like, what's this? So I'm just walking up. So I'm like, what?
Yeah, she's wilding out.
Like what?
I don't
Like,
blame her.
you get what I'm
Wilding the
saying?
fuck out,
So
fam.
for me, like man, clean chicken and all of that all the time. So I don't know what's in the sink because I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
I'm just walking up number one, and
Dazed, innit?
I'm dazed. So she's like, look, I'm like,
I
what?
don't blame her though, you know.
No, I
Like,
can't
mad
blame
at
her
that
because
still.
obviously she's touched the thing, but she told me the next day that she's touched the thing and all of that, but she's not telling me that then. She's just showing me something in the sink. For me, I've just lifted up. You know, you got the sink,
Yeah.
like the thing. I washed it all in and then I picked up the thing that comes out of the sink. So I'm ready to dash. She's like, don't dash it, take a picture. So,
you
so
need
now
to, yeah, you need to.
she's traumatized. Like she's
Yeah.
dashed all the fish. So I'm like, all right, cool. She's like, all right, go tomorrow, take the picture, get your
Yeah,
money
you
back, blah blah
complain
blah.
about that shit.
She's in bed, she's complaining that man, like, yo, I'm upset. I'm like, oh.
Like you made the fish.
I made the fish. And number one, man, that's the fish now. Like, yo, what, like, why you? I get you're upset, but I'm going to bed now. Like, bro, the fish is gone. We ain't got no fish for tomorrow now.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll be
going
vexed,
to
though,
bed,
bro.
fam. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
woke me up for no.
Fam,
but-
I'm passionate about food.
a-
like, I'll be
animal.
vexed,
I'm a
bro.
foodie too. I'm
No, man,
I'm
the food-
not gonna lie, yeah. That would have, if I was watching that fish and I saw that,
No, but-
everyone would have had to be as vexed as me. Still,
No, no,
I'm just
no,
putting
but
that.
that's cool.
out.
No,
I'm
that's
waking
cool.
up
That's
every day.
But do you know what time man
You
clean
gotta feel
chicken
that
and things
pain.
come out of chicken and man just like, alright, cool. Like man, I've been cleaning chicken since I was a youth. So cleaning meat and all of that. I was like, raw, so maybe the fish just ate it. So like, I would have still ate the fish because
Oh,
I
yeah.
Yeah,
don't
yeah, I hear what
really
you're
care.
saying, though.
Anyway, I'll go the next day to the fishmongers. I'm like, big man, what's this?
What did he say?
You get me? He said he couldn't, like, you just mentioned what it was straight away.
Yeah.
He didn't know. He's like,
He's
oh,
acting
I
dumb,
know what,
like.
he's like, I know what it is.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, maybe he didn't clean it properly. I said, big man, if I asked you to clean something, I expect it to be clean. I don't expect
yeah.
anything else to come out of
Yeah,
this
yeah,
thing.
that's a
You
fact.
get me? Boom,
You
boom,
didn't
boom.
buy that, bro. You bought a fish. Blood,
Exactly.
You know what
So he said he don't want to give me my money back or the fish. He's like, oh,
What?
I said, bro,
Nah,
you're
he's
giving me
buying
back.
it
So
out,
he said you should bring back the fish. I said, bro, the fish was seasoned with this mixed in the seasoning.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with the fish, man? The head's off. You can't resell this thing.
He's trying
I
to
said, I
violate,
dashed it.
bro. He's trying to say you
You know what he said to me? Bro, I'm gonna give you one fish back. I said, brother, I bought 8 fish for 20 pounds. Don't mug me. I
don't
said,
even
bro,
want your fish no more,
I'm not
furthermore. You
leaving
know
this
what
shop until I get something, fam.
Yeah,
Like, that's it, innit? Now, and
For real.
now this is Good Friday, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
everybody, he said it was busy. I said, bro, don't mug me because
Don't
there
take
wasn't
the
as
piss,
much people in the shop as there is right now. It wasn't empty enough for him. It wasn't full enough for him.
Now
not
it's
to clean
busier.
that.
Now
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, he said, this is the only time I'm doing it. Yeah, and then he lined up. I said, yeah, big man.
Yeah, this is gonna be the only time, bro. 'Cause
I ain't coming back, fam.
You know what I'm saying, fam?
But on a quick one though, do you know what's
Yeah.
funny? Do you know how much fish and things man will eat, and that was in there,
And you
but
don't
we
know.
just didn't
No,
know.
that's what I'm saying.
That's the whole point.
But
of
I said to the
Jamaica,
missus,
right?
I said to the
Yeah,
missus,
yeah,
listen,
you like,
if
you
they
eat
cleaned
out
it
on a normal day.
properly, like, and you didn't know about it, would you have still
would've
eaten it?
still
She
been
said,
in
yeah.
it,
I said,
yeah,
so
yeah,
what's the
yeah.
problem? Let's eat the fish then, innit?
I actually saw a post on Instagram 2 days ago.
But I don't know if I would have got
About
fish
like
back
that.
from there though.
Nah,
I probably
yeah,
would have got my
that's the
Big
peas
man,
back. And then went
do you know
somewhere
how
else.
much things are in every single shop?
For real.
Like,
real.
bro,
Yeah, I would've been
Yeah,
real
but
bad,
it's the
though.
fact that you've seen it though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Not
I
knowing
had a
is
chance.
you get
it's
me.
an animal, bro. Like fish
But
eat
it's also
animals,
nice in
bro.
your mind,
but
though, innit?
I don't know.
Not
what
my
you
mind.
say.
You see my man.
No, but it's in your
I'm
it's in your mind, like that
strong-minded,
shot.
brother.
Yeah.
Capable of giving
As long as you cook it proper, you burn that out. I would have all cooked that animal with it, fam. I would have flung that.
That's what I'm
Eat the thing, man. They're good, man.
Yo, you see in Jamaica, hey, if you go back home in Africa or Jamaica, they're flinging that with
yeah,
that, fam.
everything's good for you, innit?
Hey, let me get. Right, I don't want to go far off the fish. I'm gonna come back to it, but I remember one time I used to do mechanics as a qualified whatever. So I used to go Dagenham and like depart cars and shit. Yeah. There's a Dagenham yard thing, whatever. Not Ford, but just any cars. My uncle had a yard thing, whatever. So they used to get like KFC or whatever. Boom, KFC comes. Man are eating the beans and the chips and all of that. So we got the bottle of Pepsi, innit? But we got no cups. So now, I see them, man, yardies, you know, they poured in the Pepsi into the beans, like they finished. But it's still got the bean sauce. And man,
I'm saying you could have rinsed it out.
I said to my man, yo, big man,
no
like,
water in the bowl.
I just eating their pep beans.
pep bean.
That's a flavour.
That's a new flavour.
That's
mad.
Yeah.
I said to the man the same thing. I said, yo, we're not going to wash out the thing. He said, yo, big man, everything going the same way, you know. I said,
That's true.
It's got a
But
good
it's true
point, though.
though.
It's got a good
But man don't want it the same time though. Like
I couldn't-
separate times. You
You
get
see
me?
Jamaicans, you see if you try to make a point
That's
against them,
fucked.
they will come back and you
something
can't
mad.
argue.
Yeah.
Because it's right, like the beans and the Pepsi and everything going in the
But
same
you
hole.
don't want it the
That's a
same
fact. You don't
time.
wanna-
But
you
then
don't wanna
again, when
consume
you
it
eat
at
your
the same
food, you
time.
back a drink after, innit? Or during.
Yeah, but you don't have
so
the
it's right
flavour
anyway,
together.
But you Heinz with Pepsi.
Heinz,
Tomato and Pepsi.
tomato Pepsi.
You want to consume it separately,
Bean.
but it's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
going
yeah.
in the same
You get what I'm
place.
saying?
Yeah.
I don't want no
Yeah,
Heinz
you don't want
Pepsi.
both flavours at the same time, like.
That's-
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, that's
it's
wicked,
true.
you know. Pepsi and beans in the cup.
Custard after. You can't.
What's that?
That's having a steak and having custard after. You don't have custard and steak together.
Yeah.
I have custard after though.
Some people.
Yeah.
I have custard anything.
But how?
You see me, I'm a man, I'll fling anything in custard though. Not like meat and that, but any biscuit or any cake.
No.
Huh? I mean,
Yeah, as long as it's dessert, though.
Yeah, dessert.
Yeah, apple
Biscuit
pie
and
or
custard,
sometimes
yeah.
a sponge.
Huh?
I don't know.
Biscuit and custard.
Well, have you ever had like what you know? See them
That
things
can
from?
run still though, because crumble is kind of
Come,
biscuity. at the
Okay,
bottom.
I hear
come
you.
on, bro.
The crumble,
It
but
sounded
it's,
mad to me. I had to comprehend.
Nah,
that.
bro. It's not mad when you
what
see
biscuit
it.
you talking about?
You see
Not
like
like hobnobs and all them.
nah, not hot. Fam, what-
too sweet.
Fam, not even sweet, fam. Bro, you can't put hobnobs in custard. That's too hard, fam. Man, I got the spoon. Clink.
I'll do it.
You do that?
Yeah,
Nah, I'm not on all of that. That's too sweet for me, man.
I will have like
Wait for my belly was that so.
them kind of cookies from Prep. You know them the one with the sugar on it.
Oh, nah,
Yeah, I can
that's
deal with
too
that
much.
still. You get me
Yeah.
on that. But yeah, let's go back to the fish stick. Now, what are you saying
We
about?
went meat yesterday. Let's have it out here.
No, I had the fish straight.
Man raised his hand like
You had meat?
no fair.
Yeah, bro.
What is all that
Why
about,
not?
man?
You know what?
Why not?
Why not? What?
He's
'Cause
saving bass.
Well, take that bass out your voice. What?
I thought you were Jamaican,
But
fam.
why not though?
I thought you had faith, fam.
Faith in what?
But to be fair, if you're only eating fish if you believe in faith in it.
Passover.
Yeah, but why are you eating fish on the one day? Why are you not eating fish throughout the whole year?
The man eat fish for that though. You know I eat fish for.
Yeah,
Every
but
time I
I'm
come
saying,
from
but
gym,
some
I have
people
my
just eat
salmon.
fish for
You
that.
know what though?
Specific
You know,
day,
should
though.
I say what for me on a personal level?
Go on.
It's a respecting still.
Yeah.
Can't remember the last time I went to church, but I can't remember
I think the
the last time I ate
respecting
meat.
to be is
That's
to
on
fast.
Well, I
So
do
you fast?
I fast.
No.
Anyway.
But I'd rather.
This guy.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, you know what though? I'm with you.
I lie though.
But I fell off.
If you want to show respect like that,
You know
fast.
what? I remember one.
What for Lent? You
Well, this
talking?
watch out.
Why?
Good Friday.
No,
no, it's joke.
I ate 3 chicken burgers in a row with cheese. And I got bad luck that day. So if I ain't done it since.
Oh, so you feel like
Okay.
you disrespected the tick?
No, I
didn't
got
it?
bad luck.
But I feel like if you have
I'm gonna be
free
honest with you.
chicken cheeseburgers with
I'm gonna be honest with you. There was one year.
you're gonna have bad luck anyway.
There was one year I accidentally ate meat on Good Friday and then clocked with the food in my mouth.
I've done that
it
before,
was
bro.
Good Friday.
I've done it a couple
and
years
it was
back.
a horrible day. Still, I'm not gonna lie.
I was eating the worst meat kind of meat as well when I clocked.
What did you do?
I had bacon and sausage in it.
Oh my
Rent time.
days,
Wow,
fam.
I'm
Yeah,
dead
you
serious.
were
And
silly
you-
pig,
You know
you
what
know.
happened? You know
That
what
ain't even meat.
That's what happened though. I went out the night before, got wasted, cuz woke up hungover in the morning. You know, not when your brain ain't even really thinking like that, and you just think it's
Disclaimers. I
another
hear
day.
that.
Like cooking the food, start eating, and then my mum come in the house from being out
Said,
and
"Right."
looked at me like what? It's Good Friday, and I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm
She
saying?
looked at you
Yeah,
in
but what are you
disgust.
supposed to
Mum-
achieve when you just eat fish though?
I think
What
like
is
you
it?
say,
I don't
it's
think people
respect-
actually
know.
know.
I'm just saying it's
A lot of people don't
respectful.
You know what?
It's
Fish.
Respectful for what? You're still eating an animal.
Big man.
Margaret was in that. I had bad luck.
I don't know. Cartel said, "Yo, if you can feed fish and pipe bread, then you get me." That's
but
all
why
I know.
though?
No, but
There's a religious reason behind it.
you know what it is.
But no one knows.
No,
That's
there
what
is a
I'm saying,
no.
bro.
If you're
It's
Catholic,
reason
if you're a Catholic, then you.
for
You're
religion.
Catholic.
Yeah, I'm Catholic. Yeah, I don't really follow it though. I don't really care too much about.
You're
all that
Catholic?
religion. Yeah, I'm Catholic still.
Ross.
You Catholic?
But don't say it like Ross,
that's
like
what
man, go church. I don't go church, fam. God
Because
leave me alone.
according
Why
to
do you
their
go church?
faith,
Go on.
Good Friday.
Let's get the Google.
Yeah, why don't you go to church?
Why don't I go church?
So according to their faith, Good Friday was the day when Jesus was crucified and died before rising
And
again
then rising on
Easter
Sunday.
To help this sacrifice, Christians are refrained from eating flesh meat such as poultry, pork, and beef on the day of hundreds of years. So it makes sense.
It makes
I kind of
sense.
knew that, but it still don't go
Imagine-
into much detail about why fish.
Imagine though,
in
we
particular.
was all Muslim, we would know our thing.
No, but we can know. The only reason why.
We
What
would know
more
our
than-
thing. How many fractions of Christianity is there?
Do you want me to be
As a whole,
honest
deep
with
one
you?
there, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I make my own religion
Yeah.
still.
Do you want me to be honest? I don't give a fuck about religion. Like I don't care. No
I'm still
disrespect to
mad
anybody.
Yeah.
No, don't.
I
No,
believe in like
no,
energy and-
exactly.
and
Energy and that.
You
But
get me?
even still, do you
For
know-
me,
Go on,
religion
go on.
segregates people.
Yeah.
Like there's
It
Muslim,
can do,
there's
definitely,
Catholic, there's
it can do
Christian, and
stuff.
all of this, and everyone believes and follows their path and whatever. Boom, boom, boom. For me, that segregates people.
Okay, can I say my rebuttal? Yeah,
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
yeah, come on,
Your Honour. I think money segregates people.
that as well. No, but
I
there's
went to-
not
I
only.
went to
yeah.
I went to Sri Lanka. Yeah.
Money's
money?
money's
Yeah,
a
clothes.
religion.
Money's a different
Money
thing,
segregate.
though.
I
Because
went to
there's
Sri
classes
Lanka.
involved
I went to
based
Sri
on-
Lanka,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And Sri Lanka, you're gonna see a Hindu temple.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a Buddhist temple. You're gonna see a mosque.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a Catholic church, all in one place. And these people are living peaceful as anything. They don't even, they don't care what other people are doing. They're
So you think the
following their
Western
thing.
world is
Nah, but
more
bro,
fucked
do you know
then?
what though? Even that, yeah, it goes deeper. Like peace is still different from segregation. You don't have to be at war to be enemies, but you can
Yeah.
still not
That's the
not
point
fuck
I'm
with each
making.
other though. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Well, watch
You
this.
can still be
they
divided
they
You're
live.
not going. Let's end this topic.
as people though.
Politics
You see what I'm saying?
and religion equals what?
War.
Power.
Yeah, it's a control, a
Simple
form of
as that.
control.
That's what
Society.
we
But
control.
what comes with power
It's
though?
a
War,
cult.
cuz.
But let me tell you something now, yeah.
Politics and religion equals
Wars to
power.
be
Hey,
in
watch
power,
this though.
innit?
Watch this though.
Exactly.
Watch
You
this,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
There's some people.
Mix it.
There's some people that don't know much about politics, ain't got no money, and they're still feeling the burden of the money situation. Do you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
why I say some
100%
money.
fam. Yeah,
money
classes
to
as
What
well,
segregate.
bro.
money comes into politics.
Do you know what I say though as well? You see, when it comes to religion, right? Let's say you're a Muslim, I'm a Christian. I always put it in a perspective of a man meeting a woman, right? Would you, as a man, would you rather have a woman that has some sort of faith or a woman that doesn't have any faith? You see it? So for me,
you got deep
that-
on man.
those
yeah,
are
nah.
Great question though.
That's a
No,
sick
you know,
question,
you know why?
Question.
Because me personally as a man, yeah, I want my woman to pray for me, bro. You know what I mean? I want my woman
hear
to love me that much.
Yeah.
That she's praying for a man. Even this is how deep it
But
gets.
does she
Even
need
when
to
man
be in
ain't.
But does she
even
have to
Does
be
she need to be a
religious to
religion
believe something?
To pray.
She doesn't know. She has to be spiritual.
Well, how though?
Well, then that's
yeah,
that's
yeah,
good
yeah,
enough
yeah.
then.
But the reason why I mentioned the religious thing is because, as like a true example of segregation, right? Why would you have a problem with someone else that's religious because of their religion when someone that isn't religious has less in common with you? That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like say a woman's not religious, yeah.
Yeah.
She might believe in karma, but
Yeah.
maybe not as well. So then she's not looking at being judged, right? So when fam, as long as you don't know she's fucking the next man, she's cool with that. She can sleep at night because she ain't really
Jesus
looking like someone's looking on her.
Big man, you're going deep.
You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah, you're gonna hurt a lot of man's hearts out there,
If
you
my
know.
woman's religious,
Because
fam.
their man out there
I
got
rate
no
that
girl
high.
with
Do you know what
faith.
This as well though. Do you know what it is? As well?
You see what I'm saying though? If
And
my
them
woman's
girl ain't got
religious,
no
you gotta think
faith.
about that first, fam. You get me?
No, but you know what it is
That's
as well.
true.
Yeah.
That's
You know what it is
true.
as
I
well.
rate
Like
that
I
one.
understand
Trust
what
me,
you're
Yeah, that's
I understand what
That
you're
shit
saying.
scares me, fam.
I understand what you're saying, yeah, but
Yeah.
saying like you want your woman to like, how can your woman pray for you if she's not religious? Blah blah. That's kind of like a situation. But my thing is this: it's like it's a lot to do with education, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
certain people that grew up in a religious home instantly know how to identify where they're gonna put their energies and their situation. But there
Moral
are other
compass,
people
yeah.
that might not necessarily be religious, but still have a very strong spiritual bond. Do you get what I'm
100%,
saying?
fam, man.
So yeah, it's mad.
You know what?
That's a good
I might-
point. That's a good point.
You know what? We're gonna do the dilemma that we done last week. I'm gonna do it again, just for Rome's sake, because I know Rome's got onto me last week, but even though you didn't turn up, but I know you want to get deeper in
Do
it.
you know what I like about
I've probably
Smoke?
got
Do you know what I
the
like about Smoke? He bigs you up and punches you at the same
Yeah,
time.
come on,
you
you know
what
what
I
it
do
is.
for Rome?
This man's like,
Because
yeah,
he
my
does
role.
that.
Yeah, you idiot, bro. You don't know, he might is, but he's still an idiot. Don't do that.
Sorry.
I missed it last week, so what are you going to say?
No, we're gonna do it near the end. Near the end, we'll cover that. It's you know what? It covers similar to it because the girl that she's basically a Muslim girl and with a black Muslim and the family.
I heard.
Yeah, you heard. But I want to do it on camera so then we can fling it on YouTube and people can get involved and blah blah blah. But I know Rome's had a different point to it than we did, and I know because you're in that kind of similar situation where you understand a bit deeper than man. You get what I'm saying? So to help the girl out a bit more, then we'll do that. But now you look alright though. It is.
So what's the question then? Would any of you man go with someone in another religion, and if you loved her that much or the pussy's good, change your religion?
You see the thing with me, that's a change religion.
I would.
You would. So
Me and my missus don't have the same religion.
There you
We're
go.
married.
Yeah. See?
I don't think you have to have the same religion.
But if she wanted you to.
If she said to you, yo, you got to change your religion, you change it.
You see what it is, yeah?
Only if you
No, don't give man no Theresa May answer, fam.
Don't
Yo, big
be
man.
correct, fam. Like, pull it out there, bro.
Let's get less personal. Let's get less personal.
Keep it ill.
Let's
See me, yeah?
let's
Well on, let me bring out the accent. Well on. See me as a man, no one can't make me do nothing.
Okay,
I respect that, bro.
Yeah,
of course.
And I'm not saying that to be some alpha male.
No.
That's just who I am.
But you know what it
character
is?
trait.
You know what it
Yeah,
is?
character
Obviously,
trait.
if the love is
my missus
strong
respects
enough,
me, and she respects
all
that
right,
about me.
that's my
That's
point.
gangster, bro.
So
That's-
the
that's
fact that
real.
you two, the love is stronger than just being a
respect.
religion or
It's
saying,
respect.
yo, you need
That's
to
what-
change it.
Yeah.
And vice versa. I'm not trying to.
sometimes that's a isolate.
But if they want you to change your religion, that means do they really love you for you?
exactly.
Also, you remember them family as well.
Yeah.
That's
You know, my thing,
It's
that's part of the
See what it
dilemma. But you know what is with me?
Them.
Ban the family, fam.
No, you know what? I'm gonna say this now.
Why?
I'm gonna say
You
this
don't
now.
bun the family, but you just
No, but here's my thing.
respectively.
No, you respect the family, but
what
if,
I'm saying.
in our
Bun their
particular
views is what you're
relationship,
saying. Bun their
like
views.
you can't get into our relationship
Love's
because
powerful, you know, bro.
yeah,
Love,
if
genuine.
we love each
But you see what
other,
it is though. You see what it is. I'll say this now. Yeah. You see me. I'm a family man.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
and it's like the levels of family man I am. I didn't realize until I got kind of a little bit older. I'm a like
Yeah,
when
I
you get
look
older,
on
you
people when I
realise,
hear
yeah.
them talk about their family. I'm like, right, do I even really want to be around you if that's how you think?
Yeah,
I'm that
Nah,
guy.
I
Do
hear
you know
that,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Nah, it's
So
true.
it's like with me,
Shows who you really are
with
as
me,
well.
I respect my missus' family. I respect their
Yeah.
whole situation. I respect what they do.
But this is
And
our
I respect
family.
their- But this is my relationship.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
as
my
long as
point.
you lot know me and know that you'll say what the hell you like, and my face will be as straight as anything,
Yeah.
and it will not penetrate nothing. You're just gonna have to take that on the chin.
But that's what I say. When I say fuck the family, the family shouldn't be able to come and dictate your relationship. Because your relationship with your woman is your relationship with your woman.
100%.
but
And
Happens a lot, though.
Wise, but in real life,
Happens a lot.
no,
Yeah,
in
you
real
control
life,
your destiny.
in
fam.
real life, if like this is what I'm saying. I think it's a level of maturity because at the end of the day, if you're a person that can let one of your friends turn around and say, and I'm talking about
push your
women,
influence on
for example, and men too.
Yeah.
If you can let your friend whisper something in your ear and it changes something in your relationship,
Yeah, it's not real.
you have a situation. You get what I'm saying? So it's like
Weak, yeah.
everyone's family's gonna have influence on them and their life and rare. But from there trying to put negative things into you and you're actually subscribing to that blog
Yeah,
page,
you're right. Still,
you got a situation.
It's like
again, they might be looking out for you.
they could be, but at the same time, it's your own life, your own decisions. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree, but
That's like, alright, check it. If you're a guy, I've got rid of women before because of listening to their girls too much, bro.
100%.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That can't
Yeah,
run for me.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I'm a certain type of man. Like I'm very open, honest. But I tell you what I'm into and what I do, and you gotta kind of get with it, kind of thing.
But I
I'm
feel
not
like
saying you have to live how I want
yeah,
you to.
but you know
This
what?
is I
Like,
enjoy.
not even just relationships.
You know what
I'm
I'm
talking
saying?
about just as a human being. Yeah, if you're a person that can just let someone whisper something in your ear
and it influences
and
you
it
that
mess up
Influence
your
your
whole
whole-
thing,
yeah.
you got something going on.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that's
mad,
mad.
isn't it? It's mad
Like
still.
people can tell you things that you don't even like. You know, like one of your close brethren
Yeah.
tells you something and you don't want to hear it, but you take it into consideration. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but when
yeah.
you can let people influence you to doing foolishness, you're the problem, not your friend.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, you're the
Weak-minded.
In my opinion,
it's a
anyway.
weak-minded thing
That's
still.
what I think. Anyway.
Nah, I
It's
agree.
definitely a
still.
weak-minded
like,
thing.
going
Still.
off, certain women will tell an next woman to about a certain man. She'll probably like mess it up in that same.
She probably likes the brother. That's why, as well. You know what I mean? You don't really
Have
help people
with
see
terror,
intentions,
bro.
bro.
Have you talked about the essence yet? Have you talked about the essence?
But women are like that.
No, what's the essence?
You ain't seen
Talk
the
to
essence?
us.
Have you seen
No,
the
I ain't
essence?
seen it.
Nah.
Talk to us, man. Come
Okay.
on. We've got, yeah.
Obviously, I pay attention to it because I follow Buck on Twitter. Buck,
Oh no, I've seen the essence.
Oh, they
still.
talked a little short
I
films.
thought-
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've
I ain't
seen that.
it
I've
yet.
seen that.
So now man's seen the essence.
No. That's why you're my Nipson.
Come on,
But yeah, just quickly, just quickly. If you haven't,
I'm ready for this.
if you haven't seen it, watch
Yeah.
it. But it's very similar to what we're talking about. It's a thing. It's a thing. But at the end, I was just like,
that girl's taking the piss,
come
though.
on, my guy.
I ain't seen that, you know. I want to see that. I might check that tonight.
Yeah, you
you
gotta
know.
watch that.
No, it's good. No.
Kind of popped up out of nowhere. Short film on Gigs'.
I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the ones where man need the
Oh,
next
the
one,
essence
like,
is the Gigs'.
Yeah,
That's
so
the one.
it's YouTube.
Okay,
Yeah,
what is it?
yeah.
A
Oh, now
film?
you want? Look.
No,
Now
but
you know
I
about
Oh
the
wait, now
essence.
you know.
what it
Now
is.
you want to know about this?
No, because me and you spoke about it. You said to me,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
is it
yeah.
a movie? I said, obviously, Gigs likes to do these movie stuff for his music. It could be music. I don't know, innit?
yeah.
But I didn't really. Is it a music thing or a short film?
No, it's a short film. It's a
Okay.
short film.
Okay.
It's got lots of
Yeah.
music from the scene. I mean, to talk my opinion without giving away everything.
Yeah.
I respect what it is, like what it is so highly, and I feel like that is the next step for us as creators to bring forward, like short films and things like that. Because at the end of the day, like
era, you know?
there ain't no Hollywood here for
This
us,
is it.
so we just got to make our own Hollywood. You get what I'm saying? And this is like, I feel like could be a seed being planted.
Yeah, we're
for
about
other
to make
people.
our own Hollywood still.
Get what I'm saying?
Like,
We're
we
in
got that
we're
in
in
the
that
making.
Netflix era, innit?
Yeah.
Where man just log onto the iPad.
But
next season,
even to
you know.
that point, the fact that they've just gone straight to YouTube with their thing means we're not even catering for Netflix. We're just doing our thing.
exactly.
You get
Yeah.
what I'm- and that's what I'm talking about. I'm rating
their
that.
own music.
Yeah,
scene now,
YouTube's
as
got their
well.
own
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
their own
a
thing.
lot of people find your stuff through YouTube. So they might see your thing and bang off and they're like, oh, like, let me sign
YouTube's just
this thing.
TV, bro. Now.
YouTube will be paid
It
for
is.
Netflix, but don't forget YouTube are trying to do the same thing now. Aren't
Yeah, that's
And
what I'm
YouTube's
saying.
about to do what Netflix is doing.
They've already got their
They
Apple
hired-
Music version
what's
and
it-
shit.
They got
Leo
everything.
Cohen, innit? What's his name?
Leo
Yeah,
Cohen.
Leo Cohen,
Leo
yeah.
Cohen, yes,
But,
yeah.
but Leo Cohen's
He's left now, isn't he? He's left again.
chief
Oh,
of
he
What, he left
but
YouTube?
He was there for music though.
Chief of music, yeah,
He was
he's
there
chief
for
of
music.
music. head of
Swear
music.
that he left YouTube already. So what's he doing now? Who's he
He's
with?
gone back to 300 or everything.
I went back to
It don't-
300.
Like,
He
at
owns
the end of the day,
300.
YouTube is a TV.
Yeah, I know
fam.
he owns YouTube.
Just
That's
probably
what it
when
is.
they got the check and cut.
You know what I heard? Something interesting, random, but I heard this in the documentary that as a human, you can watch YouTube for every minute of your life until you die and not watch everything. There's that much.
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
There's
That's
too much on
crazy.
Too
there.
much things on there.
That's
fam.
But you know what I
actually
don't
crazy.
mind?
But I just use YouTube to get
Well,
what I need.
yeah, but you
Yeah,
know that's why I
yeah,
don't mind
search
with
things,
YouTube, because
bro.
if I watch something, let's say I watch something and I'm interested, they will recommend stuff that is interesting.
That's why
Yeah,
it's free.
yeah,
You
yeah.
could lose hours
Yeah,
on YouTube.
but you
fam.
see with Netflix, big man, I could be scrolling through there all
find
day
nothing.
and not find nothing.
Yeah, I'm
bro.
the same
Yeah,
place
I don't
with that,
watch.
fam.
I will find
I
one
don't
thing
even on
and
Netflix.
then I'll come after that and then I'm
I
trying
might
to look
watch a
what.
comedy
That's
and then
jarring,
that's it.
bro.
Yeah, man,
That's
watch a
jarring
comedy.
films and that, I don't really.
It is jarring.
You know
But
what?
you know what?
Bro, when
They-
I got my food, bro, you know when I said I'm a foodie, cuz I might have my 10 chicken wings, my seasoned
about to
fries,
10 chicken.
yeah, my avocado, whatever. Boom. If I have to start watching a movie before I start tucking in.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I am. Like,
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
me? So it's
Yeah.
like if I can't.
No, no, because you
if I
got.
can't
Can
find
you
it,
actually
and I'm
food?
fuming,
No,
fam.
wait.
No,
Can you
things have to be prepared before man
Can you eat
Facts.
food without your phone and watching TV?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't need my phone.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I
But
can
if
eat
I'm
food
if
without
I'm in
that,
a mood to watch it to
But
watch
if I-
something,
yeah.
I can't
I don't
find
think you
something
can
to
do
watch.
that.
No, I can do it. I can eat without it. But if I want to watch
I'm
something,
hungry, fam.
like I might, it
No,
might not
no.
even be food. I might line up popcorn and sweets. I might have everything around
yeah,
me,
yeah.
so I don't need to
Man,
move
zone,
from
it's a
here.
mood, you know what I'm saying?
It's
It's a mood still.
But you know what?
Yeah.
There,
That's a
I'll be real though.
food.
Yeah.
There
If I
is
can't
good.
find shit,
There
I'm
is
fuming, fam.
there is very good things on Netflix, but
It's limited,
you
innit?
can't scroll through there. You might have to Google and say, "Yo, boom."
Yeah, you might need to
You
see
see
a
if you
review on
Google that
something before
and
you
then
go
you
to it.
jump on it and then you type it in, because you know what I noticed
I got
is that I will
Showbox,
Google
bro.
some shit
Yeah, sure.
and type it in and I've never seen it on the timeline.
What is it?
But you just have to type it in and then you find a good show or whatever.
I think ultimately what
Yeah,
the way YouTube
Yeah, we have that.
draws your attention to certain things is just much better, innit? Like that's
Basically.
like,
The recommendations,
content's
yeah.
great on
Recommendations
both, but
good.
The way YouTube's like, but do you know what it is though? It's that whole data sharing, innit? Because YouTube's checking YouTube's got like a profile of you.
Yeah.
Man,
Even
there's
probably
microphones in your phone, bro. That if you say something, you're seeing the advert in 2
Fam,
minutes, bro.
bro.
swear it's mad.
I've been saying
I think
this
like
for
that. I
time.
don't say out loud too much.
Like the microphones in your, you know when you download a new app and it says, will you allow this to?
And you don't know what you're saying yes to.
You just go okay.
Yeah, just say okay because you ain't got no time. Because
But
you say
then-
no, you can't use the app.
No, I always know up the place. Like I don't.
Yeah,
want
that's
to-
good though, because I don't.
You do what?
And now everything
Press
finds
no,
me.
like I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want
no,
like.
Don't allow.
No, don't like well, you press no, you can't use half of the apps.
I was
That's
looking
what
for
I'm
one.
saying.
I was looking for
Fam,
one
I ain't got
Kenzo
them
jumper.
apps like that anyway. fam.
Exactly, that's why you ain't got apps, fam. I need apps. I just say yes to everything,
You
fam.
know what though? Facebook.
Fuck
remember
it,
the whole thing with
phone's
Facebook?
locked.
They got in trouble.
Yeah,
The marketing, yeah.
That's what
Do you know what's mad
Yeah, the
though?
market
You know
is-
what was mad? I was just laughing at this situation. 'Cause I don't even use Facebook. I didn't have the app. I remember there was something
Whatever
about the
though.
messenger, but no, I've got
Yeah,
Facebook.
we don't use it.
I don't use
Welcome
it.
to Facebook.
Yeah.
I didn't get the app. I didn't get the messenger.
Welcome
They
to
were
it.
talking about the messenger and all of that, but I didn't download that.
You know, and they use your phone.
Basically,
Yeah.
and you see, there was basically come in.
living
They
in
I
said
think a lot of
something.
people do that anyway.
They
though.
said something about everything that you upload from that time now is owned by them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
after that, I didn't
Content.
really use it at all. Anyway, I know Instagram Instagram's pretty much the same. I do use Instagram, so now I'm technical
They
with
own
what
them,
I
innit?
post on Instagram.
But see
Like,
what though?
you get what I'm saying? Not everything goes on there. I just post what I want. So if you want that, take that.
It's a smart
You know what I'm
thing
saying?
with the cameras. you have one?
You do what?
No.
A smart TV?
With the camera on it.
Nah, I don't have a smart TV.
He's going for the conspiracy shit now.
That's what I'm saying. We're getting
No, I've
slower
got a
and
smart
slower.
TV.
That's why the show's
Watching
As
home.
soon as the lights start turning off.
Oh no, Dan's
I'm
got a camera in here
I'm
still.
shook.
Oh, he has.
Smart TV and I'm sitting there naked, fam. You know like that?
What?
Well, how did we get here?
How did we get here? Whoa, like big man.
Wait. We're not gonna let you know.
Yo.
How am I just
Now,
sitting
don't try
watching
to start,
the news
fam.
naked,
No,
like?
I'm watching you naked. But say you come to the shower and you just quickly doing something, yeah? Or you
What,
could
cream?
be-
Doing what?
or you could be beating
Quick.
a thing on the chair.
Oh, here we go now. What you? Save himself.
Just chopping.
Say someone hacked your network and got on your TV. I'm shook at them things there, fam.
See, the maddest thing is I'm not naked in front of my TV.
Oh,
Like
your
that.
Yeah, that's
iMac
mad.
even.
No, but
Well,
I ain't got.
iMac,
Yeah,
what?
but I won't use my.
I don't need to worry
see, I
about
don't.
that,
I don't use my Mac for porn and that.
Like you said earlier.
Like, I don't sit.
Oh,
in
you
front of my
shit.
Yeah, I
TV.
don't sit in front of my TV and
naked,
mash.
like.
And I don't use the laptop.
Guys,
Just
where
watch
are
a
we?
food
I'm
show,
just
just
lost
naked.
now.
Yeah, like
I'm saying, fam.
what you saying, man? Just
That's why I never put a smart TV in my bedroom.
Because you're.
what you saying, man?
Alright.
Man, just in the studio, just
on a-
beating off, fam. Like, what go on, Tara, man?
Making beats naked.
Do you know what's funny, fam? I don't
Real
even-
on the beats.
You know what? I
Yeah.
do that one time. Where did I get naked beef from? I don't do that. Fuck that.
Cause they got that whole thing about
Alright,
the
but-
porn thing now, innit? I saw that on the news, bro. That
Oh,
they're trying to control porn.
Yeah,
If you're
Like,
18.
because it's like it's so
July 14th or
accessible.
something like
I
that.
don't
July.
know anything about this. I'm
So
hearing
basically
this for
from
the
July-
first time. Guys, I'm hearing this.
From
Because it's way
but
down,
basically-
it's like,
What's wrong with this guy?
What I want to say is this. Now, what I want to say is this,
Go on.
yeah? Differently, it's completely different to what you guys are on.
Man,
But at the
switch it
same
up.
time, yeah, I found it majorly productive. Not having a TV in your bedroom is amazing. I'm putting
Yeah,
that out
yeah, I
there.
can hear that
Makes
still.
you
Yeah, I got a
mad
TV.
lazy.
You know what's the
Like
funniest
a
though?
Sunday,
Nah, I feel
you
you.
can
I
wake
don't
up
know
at
what
4
show
o'clock.
you
No, but you know the funniest thing is
Go
I've got a
get
TV in
out.
my room, but I don't use it.
Yeah, same.
So
I'm a
what-
man that will get up and I don't want to be in my bedroom anyway.
Catch a job in my bedroom. I watch fucking things on YouTube on my phone. In terms
Yeah,
you
you
don't
can
even need
get
a TV
anything
in
you want
there.
on the. I don't.
You know the maddest thing about that as well? I don't even use YouTube on my phone. Like I can't watch YouTube on my phone.
At a certain point,
Nah,
we're
I
gonna stop
still-
believing
yeah,
what
I
you
love
don't,
that.
what you're
Yeah,
not
I
doing,
watch-
bro.
I actually don't.
You don't use
You know
YouTube.
what it is?
I got the
YouTube
big
still.
iPhone for
You know
that.
what it is? I hardly like. I will use YouTube in the front room. So
Yeah,
Terry, when you
yeah,
phoned me
yeah.
the other day, all you hear me was playing music. I'll go on YouTube and put music on, and I'm around the house tidying up. I can't sit there physically watching stuff
But you
all
know what
day,
you were saying
especially on
about
my
when you
phone.
eat, when you go to eat, say you just quickly at the kitchen table,
Yeah.
you might whack like a little Breakfast Club interview on like that. and-
Like, as soon
Yeah,
as your phone,
you know,
See, that's the
flashes
only
up,
thing
like,
that I will
got a
watch.
message, you
there.
run to it. Do you know
It's
what I'm
Breakfast
saying?
Club. That's
Yeah,
the
them
only
kind
thing
of
that
things.
man watches Breakfast Club. Or
Like a
if
good
Rome
interview.
sends me something like, "Yo, watch this,"
Yeah,
and I'll be
yeah.
like, "Alright, cool, let me watch this." And then sometimes, more time, it's jokes still,
That's
so
what
I'll
I'm
catch on to it. But Breakfast Club is probably the only thing that I go to actually just
I
watch.
actually
It.
set,
I
I
watch
actually set
everything,
myself
fam.
like a little personal switch up thing. Like I was consuming so much hip hop based interviews every day after the gym in the evening when I'm eating.
Yeah.
That I said, you know what, my life's feeling a bit stagnant, bro.
Mm.
I know it's a deep one still, but I started switching it up. So I started watching like random motivational speakers
Okay,
or you know,
come
what I'm saying?
on.
And then I'll go to a book, an audio book.
Come
that's about some
on.
deep shit, you know
You
what
know
I'm
what? What's
saying?
his name?
Gary
V.
V.
Yeah,
Come on,
Gary
Gary
V.
V.
Going hard.
I
That
know
shit,
about him
that's
years
the
ago.
way-
yeah,
Come
and
on,
then-
you're late.
You saw me, you saw me right at
You
cool.
see,
Let
Gary V is a good one still. And then you got like,
Gary- yeah,
me put it out there. I just literally.
I've been following Gary
You know
V
what it is?
for
Yeah? I'm
half-
gonna
yeah,
big him
yeah,
up and
he knows
I'm
his
gonna big him
thing.
up and small him up in one go. Yeah. I just finished
Okay.
reading. I just finished reading that
was
book.
gonna
Yeah.
Crushing It.
Yeah. I
the
got
book-
that on the audio still.
Like,
You
come on,
I'm
oh wait,
not gonna
man.
lie. Yeah, the book was dead still.
know what it is? No,
That was
you know what
dead.
it is?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The reason why the book was dead, it's not because there wasn't good content in the book. So I'm not trying
Yeah,
to cuss
yeah.
Gary V's down, but I've seen everything that was in that book on YouTube.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
seen
you've
it
already
But I just feel like the America and England's too different.
Yeah, it's
Do you know what it is?
different.
I'll
The
be.
mindset
You know
is
when
way
it comes to
different.
books,
Mindset's
yeah,
way different.
because I listen to. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but anyway, when I'm on the road, innit, man, listen to a lot of books, innit. You get what I'm saying?
Books.
All day long,
Yeah.
audios, but a lot of business books.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like what you're saying, where it's dead and everything you've seen. I feel like every single book from a business person is pretty much the same, but at the same time, it's more like the stuff
There's-
that we
yeah.
know, but it's the stuff
That's
that
what
we
you take from it
know.
too.
It's the stuff that we know.
Worded
But it's
differently.
giving us reassurance of like you can do this.
Yeah.
But it's already man already
Not
know
gonna
like
lie,
raw.
Motivational is like,
Yeah.
it's like sales though, bro.
It sells.
Like because in life we sell ourselves in many places at different
Yeah.
times, like job interview, girl, you know what I mean? We're
My
selling
missus
ourselves.
brought man
You
on
get
that
me?
differently still.
Trust
She does
me.
that all the time.
Yeah, see,
What,
there.
the selling?
Morning. Nah,
Selling-
the motivation.
motivation.
Because the
stuff like that.
motivation, what it does is it reminds you. It's like there's a quote
reminds
though,
us.
fam. The quote was like, what does it say? It said motivation's like bathing. We recommend it daily.
Yeah, it is.
It's
And
like
there's
a
one
reminder.
there's one that
See it there?
I listen to a majority of the days anyways, the Steve Harvey one that was circulating around, and he's talking about, you know, you have to
relationships
choose,
and that.
relationship and choosing your path, and like you get what I'm saying. Like God sending you a letter, it might not be
A lot of these
here
things
right
are timing.
now. Yeah, it's timing. It might not be here right now, but it's there. Like
You could
God's
read a
already.
book when you don't need it, and you might miss everything.
Do you get what I'm
And
saying?
then one day, the info's in your head still.
And it comes, and it's like,
Slaps you,
raw,
oh,
boom.
shit, I
Like
remember I
it's
read about
pretty much like, and that's all that Steve Harvey was saying.
Yeah,
Like
me.
God will send you your gift of
One
what
book
you want.
changed my life, bro.
I think a couple books changed my life.
See, I've never shared this book with anyone, yeah, but I'm gonna share it. Fuck it, because it's selfish of me not to. Like, I literally hadn't shared this with anyone, but the book's called "See You at the Top."
I've just bought that still.
You got it, Zig Ziglar.
Yeah, Ziglar.
Big man, I'm writing
Bro,
that down
you know what?
now.
good.
Now you know what? Hopefully for all the listeners, I'm
'cause I'm
gonna
gonna see you at the
recommend
top.
that they all go read it and then come find us on the socials and talk to us about it, because it's like it's a motivational based book, right?
Yeah.
But it's actually, the interesting thing was like it hit me at the right time, and it was recommended to me by a complete stranger that I don't even know. I was working in like a sales environment, like broker and that, and I was trying to sell like a business loan to one old brother.
Yeah.
And the brother and I kept ringing him, and he kept entertaining my conversations.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he'd go, "Oh yeah, what's it about again?" And I'm like, "Yo, we've been talking for like 8 times, fella. Like it's about this." And then you know what he said to man? "Oh yeah, you do loans." And I'm like, "What's funny, bro?" Like I thought he was taking a piss.
Yeah.
And he's like, "How much you lot go up to?" And I told him the figure, and it was a couple $100K. And he was like, he laughed again, and I'm like, "Yo, what are you laughing at, bro? Like for real?" Like
Yeah,
he said, "Bro, he said, are you ringing to try and offer me a loan for the motel?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh no, I just bought that for my missus because she was bored." And I was like, "Oh." I said, "So what do you
I
mean?"
hope
I
you
said,
made
"What
him
do
your
you mean,
brethren.
fam?"
At that point, he's my brethren.
Yeah, so I said, what do you mean, bro? And he's like, you know, like my missus, like he said, I designed some equipment that crushes waste into disposable boxes back in the day before it was even big, and some government bought it off him, the model. So he was just patterned, bro. And his missus was just bored at being at home and wanted to like
have a
host.
business.
You know what I mean? So that was her thing. And then he was just like, "You're really good at sales, though, bro." And I was like, "Oh, thanks, man, but like you ain't bought off me." And we just made a joke out of it. And this guy was like, "Yeah, you're a good guy. You should read this book." And this was like the 8th time I spoke to him. And obviously now I know you're a different kind of dude, so I'm gonna take your recommendation and read it. And I was at a space where it's like I'm going to this job, just trying to clap the peas on the commission vibe and all that. And he basically fueled my fire, bro. He gave me a book that made me just hit heights I've never hit. Because in the book it was almost like something that I really took from it. It was like hard work doesn't guarantee promotion.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? It was like and it had a picture of a Donny just staying, like pulling out his hair. He's late, overtime, stack of paper. The boss is walking over with the next batch of paperwork, and then someone who's walking past him has bust a joke like, "Oh, have you not told him that's not going to guarantee his promotion yet?" You know, like he's just using him.
I'm getting
he's
that
feeding him with that.
Two
man.
nights.
You know what I'm saying?
2 nights, man.
2 nights.
The whole concept of it though is like if you take the stairs to the top and I take the elevator, meaning like in a metaphorical way, I'm gonna get there before you, but you're still gonna get there.
Yeah.
In your way. In your time. And you're gonna see me at the top.
Yeah.
And it's almost like treat everyone from the cleaner to the owner with the same respect.
That's exactly what I do as well. I don't look
me?
down on nobody.
You see that quote, treat the cleaner the same way as you treat the CEO, yeah? I'll never forget this. I was a youth man, yeah, and I don't know this, I'm going to show my age. Do any of you lot remember when Ian Wright had a TV show?
I do, fam. That? Yeah, I do. It was in the night time.
Like, nah, we don't remember that.
Man, I'm really showing their age.
It didn't last long, but he interviewed Will Smith, yeah? He interviewed Will Smith. And Will Smith said that.
You're really showing your age now still.
You just had to get it.
He's like, yo.
It's what it is. But Will Smith said that, and I've digested that from day one. He said, like, Will Smith said, like, you never know who you're gonna, because the person that's handing you your tea is gonna be your boss him saying that tomorrow. Oh, now you remember it.
No, not that. Not on that.
No, but he said literally the person serving you your tea today could be your boss tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, 100%. That's
even
a fact.
if he ain't your boss, he could be the person you need for something.
But you know what? A very good book to get as well is How to Win Friends and Influence People. That book there.
Is that what it's called? Yeah.
How to Win Friends and Influence People.
And then you got The Game. Have you heard of that?
Oh, come on.
The game's serious.
No, but the games are different. About that,
the game's serious thing though.
Don't tell them what the game is though, bro.
You're gonna give that whole.
You see that? You see
I'm feeling generous today.
What the idiot business is
that? No, because we can tell the man them after.
What's wrong with
no, because if girls find out about that book,
nah, but that book's not really about.
But Neil Strauss. Neil Strauss. Come on.
It's about that though.
You didn't need that.
Do you know what I liked?
No, it gives you the game.
Do you know what? One thing that I really remembered from that year is called the Peacock Effect. Nah, because bro, this is a deep one, and this might help someone in their job.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's like the
Peacock Effect is like you check it, right? A peacock, right? They can't fly, bro. But everyone forgets that shit because they got all colours and that. So when the people walk past in the zoo and that, spread their wing, look at me, I'm beautiful. They're reminding you of how great they are because they can't fly, bro. So you forget that these shits can't even fly, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you're basically not even on a level with an next bird, bro. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But at certain workplaces, bro, you could be like grinding. You could be the best performer consistently. But if you never shout about it, sometimes they don't even clock it.
They don't even clock it.
And that's a deep thing.
But you know what's mad, yeah? On that whole shouting about it situation, like, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of people that I link up with, and they're humble people. Yeah. And I kind of vibe with them because, like, I'm a humble person. I like to believe I'm a humble person. And it's like, the whole shouting about it situation, to me, kind of just makes me think, like, what's wrong with you, bro?
But you know what it is? I agree, 100%. But I think there's a way to do it and a time to do it.
There's a time.
It's like, sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it in life. That's what I feel like.
If you're around people that's chilling like that, you don't need to.
Because humility and humble is great.
You have to.
But there are some people that do just like to walk into rooms, and it's like the only way they know how to communicate.
Gary V, in my opinion, talks too much. In my opinion, right?
I was gonna get on that as well.
That's why we're even talking. He's very good, but you know one thing
too confident.
What I'm gonna say is
too
this,
much
right?
Instagram posts.
He talks too much, but that's his downfall, in my opinion. But in his defense, and something that to put a positive back on it, is his attitude's very, very positive. Yeah. And that's one thing that I take from him. And I think the point I'm trying to make is that anything you watch in life or anything you do can potentially influence you in a good way anyway, because you're going to take what you want from it. You're going to pick what you consume from it.
A lot of information is definitely relative. I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
We can all sit and critique Gary V, but he's kind of...
No, he does.
His attitude's right.
No, but he's kind of done...
And he's done stuff.
He's done it. Yeah, he's proven in what he's done. So you can't chat to him like that.
Yeah, no, and it's like, he's got... I know people like that. Very high energy salesmen. They know how to talk. And sometimes they'll be selling something, and the customer's ready to buy, but they don't close it. They keep talking. Yeah, and then it's like, fam, you that might be a downfall too.
Yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can do too much.